Hi everyone. Hopefully by now you've all had a chance to review some of the materials in the place-based education digital curation I provided. I know it was a lot of information to go over, so to get us started, I'd like to do a quick summary of place-based education. So what exactly are we talking about when we talk about place-based education? It's defined by the Center for Place-Based Learning and Community Engagement as an immersive learning experience that places students in local heritage, cultures, landscapes, opportunities, and experiences and uses these as a foundation for the study of language arts, mathematics, social studies, science, and other subjects across the curriculum. So the great thing about place-based education is it can occur anytime, anywhere, and isn't limited by any type of geographic setting. It can include visits to local museums or landmarks. It can be interviews with local citizens. It can be working in a school garden that's filled with native plants. Basically, the basis of it is that it needs to be relevant to the local place. Some of the goals of place-based education include boosting academic achievement, increasing student and teacher engagement, and impacting the local community. Place-based education seeks to make learning relevant and engaging for students. One of the great things about this type of learning is that it helps students identify their role in their local community and how they can potentially improve and make an impact in their communities. And then this local learning that's inherent in place-based education serves as the foundation for global learning as students mature in their education. I think it's really important for elementary students especially to have a strong understanding of their local place before moving on to these sort of broad global ideas. And I think it helps create a sense of where they fit into a larger picture, which ultimately helps them to become critical thinkers and problem solvers, and hopefully eventually creates responsible local and global citizens as they mature into adults. Place-based education is more about experiential learning than teaching. Students are active participants and lessons are very inquiry-based, which I think helps students feel more engaged and in charge of their own learning, and that will hopefully be reflected in improved academic performance. So I know that there were a lot of materials in the collection about strategies for implementing place-based education into the curriculum, but today we're going to look at a tool that I think is a really fun way to incorporate both place-based education and technology. And that tool is called Thinglink. So there are a couple of options with this site. You can have the free option where you can edit simple images, or you can do an upgraded version where you can have 360 images and videos. So today we're just going to talk about the free version because I think that still has a lot to offer educators. You will go ahead and create a profile, and then you will have the students start taking pictures. The idea is basically that the students will get out into the local place. Maybe it's the schoolyard, maybe it's a local museum, maybe it's a historical site in your community. Whatever it is, they're going to get outside, they're going to take pictures. And then you're going to come back into the classroom, upload those pictures, and sort of create these interactive educational pieces. So in order to do this, you would hit create and upload your image. We're going to look at an image that I recently took at a local park, Apex Community Park. You can change the title. You have the ability to tag the picture, and you will click anywhere you want. I'm going to click right next to the heron here. You can change the icon to whatever you'd like it to be. I'm going to select the book icon. I've already pulled up a website on great blue herons in North Carolina that I think might be a good informational site to accompany this picture. Paste the URL. It's going to auto-populate an image from the site and some text from the site. You can change this text to whatever you want if you don't like what's there. And you can save. Now let's say we just want to put some general information about the park. We can put park website, same thing, an image and some text about the park. Now you can also do an image on the image. So I'm going to change my icon to the little camera to indicate that it's going to be an image. upload image, and I'm going to select another image that I recently took in basically the same exact spot a few weeks earlier at this park. So that would be a good example of how you could show some of the other wildlife that is native to this park, but you maybe weren't able to capture in this specific picture. Go ahead and save the image. And now you can see we've got this full screen interactive image. We can now see the picture that we put in there. We can click on either of these links to take us directly to the website that we put into our image. And it's basically now this really cool interactive educational image that we can use. I think that this technology is probably best for some of the older students, maybe 4th or 5th graders, but I also think it would be really great to use with some of the younger students, have them get outside and take the pictures, come back into the classroom, and as a class sort of work through some of these images and show the students how the pictures they took are basically transformed into these interactive pieces. So that's just kind of an introduction. It's a pretty user-friendly and fun piece of technology, and when we meet in person soon, we're actually going to get outside and take some pictures ourselves and play around with this. So it should be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody soon. Thank you.